we're gonna go to the store, get ourselves a little small cart. Go for you guys. Okay, what to get? How about this blueberry one? This blueberry one looks pretty decent. Good stuff. But on the other hand, alright guys, so what I'm going to do first real quick is I'm going to clean this little section over here, and I'm going to make some space so that we can actually show you guys what I got, and we'll go over the stuff I got, and we're actually going to cook a little bit of food as well, which is going to be super cool. That's exactly everything I got. As you guys can see in the video, for a total of $66.21 after taxes, I got a loaf of bread. It's overall pretty good. Got myself some almond milk. I got myself some granola, couscous and chicken and couscous. Got myself a little salad kit. These were on sale. They're expiring not too long. So I'm the chicken breast. The only issue with chicken breast is that it is expensive as hell. Also, the blueberry honey.
Alright, so to start things off, I like to pat my chicken breast dry. It helps it get color when you cook it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the little section off over here just to make it so it's easier to cook. And then I'm going to butterfly the other one as well so it cooks evenly and it doesn't take that much time to get the center to the temperature that I'm looking for. From there, I'm going to put everything into a bowl, start adding in some spices. The type of spices you add, it's really up to you. I'm just adding some stuff that I kind of have over here at my place. I think I added a little bit of paprika, some Caribbean spice that I had, and I think I put some garlic salt, some garlic powder, and some onion powder as well. Salt as well, obviously a little bit of avocado oil. I'm going to mix everything together. And from there, I'm going to get my skillet ready with some avocado oil. Put a hefty amount. You really want to coat the surface as much as possible. If you don't put enough, obviously you're not going to really get a nice Maillard effect, which is going to be getting the coloring on your chicken. And then when you see that there seems to be kind of like this little bit of like a spread from the oil from the center to the sides, that's how you generally know that your skillet is ready to cook. I like to recenter everything off to make sure that I get some nice oil on the bottom of what I am going to be frying, essentially. From there, I really wait to make sure that I have the color that I'm looking for before I go for the flip. Now, obviously, if I left this to get to room temperature, it definitely wouldn't take as long, and I definitely would have had more color. But I'm also using an induction that doesn't go that high, so probably not going to get the best coloring on the chicken. That's fine. As soon as I get the coloring that I want, I am going to go and flip it. So from there, when I have enough color that I'm happy with, I am going to flip it, and then basically I do the same thing, in which I'm going to wait for, see, like that piece over there has pretty nice color on it. The other one wasn't as flat, so it didn't really have as much contact across the surface of the actual skillet, but that's fine. There, I'm going to take the chicken and I put it to the side. I'm actually going to let it rest in the pan itself. From there, I'm going to take out the contents from the bowl, and then I'm going to take like these little packets over here. You usually have kind of like a sauce on kind of like some type of crouton. And from there, I'm going to put everything in a bowl. Then I had a second idea. As soon as I had this and I put everything in the bowl, I just remembered that I don't really like it when I actually make food like this and then like my salad doesn't have like the sauce everywhere. So I decided to put it in a bowl, and in this bowl I actually have a lid for it. So I decided to swap the bowls just for now, just so that I can actually take the croutons that I had over here. These ones were pretty like thick, so I decided to actually cut them and then kind of crush them up so they kind of go a little bit more throughout my salad. So from there I got my cutting board and I actually took that little packet, open everything up, and I actually decided to add a couple more of my own croutons into the mix and decided to crush them up a little bit, just because I'm not a fan of having like really big croutons on my actual salad. I think they get kind of annoying. I'd rather it just kind of be implemented throughout everything. So I just decided to kind of crush everything up and make it a little bit easier on my mouth, rather than having to chew all these things that are sometimes kind of hard, and sometimes I get blisters from this. So I personally decided to just, you know, break everything up and then just to toss it into the salad. So from there, I took everything, and now this is where I add the sauce from the little packet. I'm just gonna drizzle everything on top. Doesn't really matter, you don't really have to put it in a way. I decided to just drizzle it kind of nicely in the beginning, just for like, so it looks good on the camera. But overall, it's not that big of a deal. And I know the camera work isn't the greatest, guys. I'm testing out this setup real quick to try to just, you know, get a video out. My goal is to get a video out every day, so I'm not stressing too much about it. Before you see, like, the bowl has like a little lid, and then I'm just gonna zoom everything out and just kind of shake it vigorously to make sure that the sauce gets incorporated everywhere. Now, I think something that I didn't show you guys that I did here as well is that I took a little bit of the juice from the chicken and the olive oil. Well, I used avocado oil in this case, and put it into the actual bowl as well to give it some extra flavor, and to also help kind of coat everything with that little type of salad I had. From here, I'm going to add some of the chicken couscous that I had to kind of make like a chicken couscous salad, literally, with some actual salad. I'm just going to top some in there, and then from there, that's just so I can get some carbs into my diet as well, instead of just eating. Just because the carbs help fill you up a little bit more than just chicken and salad. And then from there, I am going to add the chicken that I cut. As you guys can see from the way I cut it, the chicken is still tender. It is not dry. I think I'm going to take a little piece and show you guys that the chicken is still tender and juicy. I think I ate a piece to see if it needed more salt or anything like that. And from here, I'm going to show you guys a piece tender. That is tender, perfectly cooked, chicken. And then I think I tried to fix the focus. I'm just gonna cut everything up real quick, and then from there, after trying a little piece, I decided to add a little bit of more salt and pepper because I felt like I didn't season it that heavily in the beginning. Now, don't be afraid to not over season some stuff like chicken. I like to always kind of add a little bit more seasoning after as well, if it's salt or pepper. From there, I take the rest of the juice from the chicken and some of the avocado oil, put it back on top, and I'm going to mix everything together just to get some of that remaining flavor that was in that pan. From when I let it rest in the pan, we have a lot of the juice that's going to come back into the chicken. Some of it's still going to stay. And from there, it's going to help me coat it and make sure that all the pepper and salt that ended up being on the board also goes into it. And this is the final product, guys. It's a nice little lunch that's very healthy for you. You have a good balance between having vitamins and minerals from the salad and some of the vegetables that are in the couscous, while also getting your carbs and your protein. Now, the only thing that I don't have that much are fats, but I do get some fats from the avocado oil. So overall, it's a pretty balanced meal. I definitely would love to add some avocado or something in there to get some more healthy fats. But overall, I think I was going to change the focus here real quick. But it's overall a really nice dish. And it actually, you know, it didn't make me super stuffed, but it definitely filled me up for the rest of the day.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm going to be trying to do daily vlogs. I want to commit myself to it. I think it's going to force me to get back into that editing groove that I used to have that I kind of lost. Yeah, I really just want to be able to be more motivated and like more, not even more motivated, more just strict with my editing and really making sure that every day I have a video that comes out. So if you guys are, and I plan on really doing some really cool stuff. I think this channel is also going to help me do a lot of the stuff that I want to do without it necessarily being a specific channel for itself. I think it's going to help me just combine a lot of the stuff that I always wanted to do. If it's like feeding challenges, cooking, even just like vlogs in general, like everything, I can just put it all onto here and dump it all here instead of me stressing about having a channel for everything specifically. So Thank you guys for watching, and I'm just gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.